don't drink, so I was playing that. I don't drink, I smoke. Like I smoke and I had my own weed, but like everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes. I put my ear to the door and I brought the phone cause Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what was going on, but I just heard balls slapping against cheeks. I heard struggling to take. I heard like, yeah, daddy. Like when he start all that daddy this and daddy that, and then I heard some hauling and struggling like, yeah. I kept the phone, and I've recorded all this cause I was like this Diddy rich, so I'm going to put the squeeze on. It's now time for the world to hear the incredible proof that our daughter Monique, the feisty and brave comedian and actress, has been holding for a while. You won't believe what you hear, I promise. An undamning audio clip that Monique just released is apparently making waves in the business. This isn't your typical footage since it shows Diddy and the well-known pastor TD Jakes in a very personal and compromising scenario. Yes, you heard correctly. They are caught in a scandalous conduct that will undoubtedly rock both their and our lives, according to the shocking audio. Here's where it gets worse, however. Evidently, TD Jake was frantic to conceal this deadly information. He reportedly went to extreme lengths to discourage Monique from disclosing the tape, threatening and blackmailing her. He must have realized that his reputation and career would suffer greatly if this were to leak. But Monique refused to back down in the face of all the threats and coercion. Regardless of the consequences, Monique has always been adamant about speaking her mind. She has been on a quest lately to reveal the hidden and sinister corners of the entertainment business. No matter how strong they are, she isn't sparing anybody. Her bravery in exposing these facts is not just admirable, but really revolutionary. Monique is breaking down the barriers of silence in a society where secrets have the power to ruin lives and careers. She was not going to let TD Jake to fall between the gaps as she exposes everyone and everything. She is demonstrating that no one is beyond responsibility with her most recent disclosure. Additionally, it will be interesting to see the consequences. Monique's quest for self-discovery got off to a spectacular start when she targeted some of the biggest names in Hollywood. Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry were the first people she listed. Following her Oscar victory for Precious, Monique openly accused them of trying to silence her and damage her name by blackballing her from Hollywood. Her audacious charges and uncompromising position rocked the industry, igniting discussions about justice, power relationships, and how Hollywood treats talent. Monique didn't stop there either. Her pursuit of truth and openness took a dramatic turn when she turned her attention to Sean Diddy Combs. Just real strange that he would be found at any kind of Diddy party or any kind of up place with Diddy, because I saw you at a Diddy party, Tyler, and you were having a glorious time. Remember when I said earlier, I've never seen so many cowards and black men in this business. I would have to put my brother Tyler Perry in that. Thank you, Mr. Lee Daniels. Thank you, Mr. Tyler Perry. Thank you, Mr. Oprah Winfrey. You are not paying me equally. You are not treat if I had. Her pursuit of truth and openness took a dramatic turn when she turned her attention to Sean Diddy Combs, who is well known for having a significant impact on the music and entertainment industries. She started exposing shady activities and behind-the-scenes activities, exposing the mogul's hidden truths. The Diddy revelations gave her campaign a new dimension and demonstrated her will to defend the weak and expose the powerful. TD Jakes is now the target of Monique's unrelenting scrutiny. With the publication of the damning recording, the well-known preacher who was loved by many for his spiritual leadership found himself in Monique's sights. It becomes evident that Monique is determined to hold everyone responsible regardless of their position or power, as she exposes each individual one at a time. And because several others had already raised concerns about the preacher and his relationship with Puff, we figured that something similar would eventually surface. And I ma lay my hands on your bishop, and he said, and then he's doing all of this, right? And then there's a woman on the days. Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs is facing a lawsuit alleging severe charges including trafficking, unlawful drug use, and harassment. This is where it gets very intriguing, however, since Bishop TD Jakes is also included in the case. In the middle of all the turmoil, Diddy apparently hoped the well-known preacher might help him restore his reputation. Music producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones is the plaintiff in this explosive lawsuit, claiming to have some very incriminating evidence against Combs. We're talking about pictures, and other evidence that purport to show Diddy's dubious actions. This case is bringing many well-known people into the public eye and presents a very negative image of the music legend. Let's now discuss Bishop T.D. Jake. Even though he is not a defendant in the case, his name is undoubtedly drawing attention. Diddy seems to have seen Jake, a well-known megachurch pastor with headquarters in Dallas, as a possible ally to help restore his damaged image. Given Jake's well-known status in the Christian world, it's crazy to imagine the lawsuit doesn't end there. If you thought that was enough drama, and whether it's the money, the promises, or whatever it gets you, how you feel about these rumors surrounding, DD and TD Jake, man? What I think about it is this. When I grew up in the church, the sinners was not supposed to have the same atmosphere with the saints. You had to be able to separate the two. So I'm looking at him as a saint going to a party that ain't nothing but sin, drinking, maybe fornication, man on man, woman on woman, he on she. That dude was possessed with some kind of demon, man. He's possessed with some kind of demon. Wanna be in this dark rooms with the music blasting. It had to be a certain temperature. A certain type of music for the Roman 6 vibration, they sang. Come on, bro. In addition, it lists a number of record labels and some unexpected people such as Diddy's head of staff Christina Cororum, actor Cuba Gooding Jr., and his son Justin Dyer Mez. This complex network of charges and relationships is really startling. Jake's name just appears once among all of these accusations, but it has a big impact. According to the lawsuit, Jones has irrefutable evidence of Combs' dubious schemes. It seems that Mez was attempting to mitigate the harm to his reputation caused by Cassie Ventura's